Welcome to today's meditation. Find a comfortable position and let your eyes close when you're ready. Before we begin, a brief reflection on today's theme. You already have a place that nothing can touch. Not a place you build. Not a place you earn. Not somewhere you travel to when life gets hard. It's the quiet behind your thoughts, the stillness underneath the noise. It's been there every single day of your life, whether you noticed it or not. Most of us look outward when things fall apart. We reach for someone, something, anywhere but here. But the safest place you'll ever find isn't out there. It's the one you're sitting in right now. Today, we stop reaching. We stop searching. We just come back to what's already waiting. Let your body settle. Feel the weight of yourself against whatever is holding you up. A chair, a cushion, the floor. You don't need to sit straighter. You don't need to arrange yourself. Just notice your breath. Not to change it, just to know it's there. In, out. That's your body doing what it already knows how to do. Without your help, without your management. Let your hands rest wherever they are. Let your jaw loosen. Let the muscles around your eyes soften. Nothing to hold, nothing to watch for. You're just here. Think about what you do when you're overwhelmed. Most of us have a pattern. Some people reach for their phone. Some call a friend. Some pour a drink. Some just get busy. Busy enough that the feeling can't catch up. None of that is wrong. But notice where all of it points. Outward. Away from here, away from you. What if the place you've been running toward is the place you've been running from? There's a spot inside you that doesn't move when everything else does. It doesn't panic when the news is bad. It doesn't shrink when someone's angry. It doesn't speed up when the deadline hits. It's not brave. It's not calm. It's just still. You felt it before. Maybe in the seconds after a close call, when time slowed down and everything got quiet. Maybe at the end of a long cry, when the tears stopped and you were just there, emptied out, clear. that wasn't something you created. That was something you fell back into. We spend a lot of energy building shelters, routines that make us feel in control, roles that make us feel needed, identities that make us feel solid, relationships that make us feel held. And those shelters can be useful, but they're also fragile. Jobs end, people leave, identities crack under pressure. The role you played so well suddenly has no audience. If the only refuge you have is built from things that can be taken away, you'll always be anxious, always guarding, always checking the locks. The inner refuge isn't like that. It doesn't need locks. It doesn't need walls. Nothing can break in because nothing needs to be kept out. Think about a house during a storm. The wind beats against the windows. Rain hammers the roof. Trees bend and crack outside. But inside, there's stillness. Not because the storm stopped, but because the house holds. You are that house. The storm is everything that happens to you. The bad phone call, the sleepless night, the thing someone said that you can't stop replaying. The refuge is the part of you that can sit with all of that without needing it to be different. Notice your breath again for a moment. Not as a technique, as a doorway. Each exhale is a small release, a small letting go. Each inhale is a small arrival, a small coming back. You're not going anywhere. You're just sinking into what's already here. Deeper than your thoughts, deeper than your mood, deeper than the story of your day. Most people think safety means controlling what happens. If I make enough money, I'll be safe. If I plan carefully enough, nothing bad will happen. If I keep everyone happy, no one will leave. But life doesn't work that way. You can't control what happens. You never could. What you can do is build a relationship with the part of you that doesn't need things to go a certain way. The part that can sit in uncertainty and not fall apart. That's not courage. That's not toughness. That's refuge. Here's the difference between escape and refuge. When you escape, you leave, you numb, you distract, you disappear into a screen, a substance, a fantasy, a plan. And it works for a while. But when you come back, the thing you ran from is still there, waiting, sometimes bigger. When you take refuge, you don't go anywhere. You stay. But you stay from a different place. Not from the panicking mind, not from the reactive gut. From somewhere deeper, somewhere that can hold what the surface can't. The problem doesn't disappear, but you stop disappearing. You've probably had moments where nothing external was wrong, but you still felt unsafe. Sitting in a warm room, food in the fridge, people who care about you nearby. And still, that hum of anxiety, that sense that something bad is about to happen. That's your nervous system looking for shelter in the wrong direction. It's scanning outward, checking the environment, measuring threats. But the safety it needs isn't environmental. It's here, right where you are, right where you've always been. You don't need a better life to feel safe. You don't need fewer problems. You don't need more money or more certainty or a better plan. You need to know that no matter what happens on the outside, there's a place on the inside that holds. That doesn't collapse. That doesn't need anything to be different. And you already have it. You've always had it. Every breakdown you survived, every loss you walked through, every impossible day you somehow got to the end of. Something held you. Not willpower, not positive thinking. Something quieter than that. Something that doesn't have a name. The world will keep being loud. People will keep needing things from you. Your phone will keep buzzing. Your mind will keep planning. None of that has to stop for you to find this place. It's not behind the noise. It's underneath it. Like the bottom of a lake. The surface can churn all at once: waves, wind, rain. At the bottom, it's still, always still. You don't have to fix the surface to reach the bottom. You just have to stop swimming so hard. Feel your body right now. The warmth of it, the weight, the aliveness. This body is the doorway. Not because it's special, but because it's always here. Always present, always now. Your thoughts can time travel. Your body can't. So when you need to come back, start here. Feet on the ground. Hands in your lap. Breath moving in and out. That's the entrance. Every time. As we begin to close, there's nothing to wrap up neatly. No conclusion to reach. Just this. You have a place inside you that nothing can take. Not your worst day. Not your biggest fear. Not the thing that keeps you up at night. It was there before all of that. It'll be there after. Start to notice the room around you. The sounds. The temperature of the air on your skin. The surface beneath you. There's no rush to move. When you're ready, let your eyes open. Slowly. Carry this with you, not as something you need to remember, but as something you can return to. Anytime, anywhere. Not just in meditation, but in the middle of the hard stuff. The refuge is always there. You just have to stop long enough to feel it. Thank you for practicing with me today. See you next time, because meditation should be free.